Hello, Bears fans. Expectations were high at the NFL trade deadline, but the Chicago Bears opted for a conservative path. While some were hoping for a bold move to turn the season around, the main action was trading Khalil Herbert to the Cincinnati Bengals for a 2025 seventh-round pick. With playoff hopes nearly vanished, the focus now seems to be on getting the most out of the players for the rest of 2024. Between highlights and disappointments, some players have impressed, while others have fallen short, sparking criticism and questions about their future with the team. One example is veteran receiver Keenan Allen, who was brought in to support rookie quarterback Caleb Williams. After an excellent season with the Chargers, Allen arrived as a star, but his stats in Chicago are well below expectations. With just a 50% catch rate and an average of 32.8 yards per game, many are already wondering if he still has a place on the roster for 2025. Another case is tight end Gerald Everett, who has also struggled to meet expectations. Although he was signed to strengthen the offense alongside Cole Kmet, Everett has had limited production so far, raising doubts about his role on the team. And of course, we can't overlook the offensive line, which is still struggling to protect Williams. Guard Nate Davis's performance, with difficulties both in pass protection and run blocking, has been a weak spot. Moving in the market to strengthen this line could have been a crucial decision for Williams' development. Finally, head coach Matt Eberflus faces a pivotal moment. With only a 9% chance of making the playoffs, the pressure is high to show results. Will he manage to turn the tide? Or will the franchise start considering changes at the helm to seek a more balanced approach? With the season's final stretch in sight, each game is a chance to show growth and determination. The Bears have challenges ahead, meaning both players and coaching staff need to come together and find solutions to the problems affecting the team. Despite the difficulties, there's still hope of ending 2024 with heads held high, showing potential for the future. For players like Keenan Allen and Nate Davis, this is an opportunity to redeem themselves and prove they deserve their spot on the roster. Even with below-expected results, Allen's talent and experience can be key if he manages to reconnect with the game. Meanwhile, improving his performance on the offensive line is crucial for Davis to protect Williams and let the quarterback showcase his potential without constant pressure from the opposition. Meanwhile, Coach Matt Eberflus faces the challenge of leading the team with a more strategic and long-term vision. With the continuity of his work on the line, he'll have to make the right decisions, get the best out of his players, and maybe secure a few decisive wins to close the season competitively. The question now is, how will the Bears adapt to this situation? Will we see growth in our rookie Williams, despite all the adversities? And can the defense, one of the team's strengths, stay solid despite injuries affecting key players like Jalen Johnson and Tarek Stevenson? One thing is certain, we'll keep cheering and believing. After all, the true spirit of being a Bears fan is supporting the team through both highs and lows, keeping the passion and hope that the next game could bring the brilliant performance we've all been waiting for. Let's strengthen our community, share our thoughts, and together support our Bears toward a more promising future. Bearface American football. What do you think the Bears need to adjust to close the season on a high note? Who do you believe will be key in this final stretch? Leave your comment, and let's keep this conversation going, because our team deserves the full support of the best fan base in the NFL. As a Bears fan, I won't lie, watching the team take a more conservative approach at the trade deadline was a bit frustrating. We know our season has been tough, and seeing this chance to potentially reinforce the offensive line or add a defensive piece slip away felt like a missed opportunity. Caleb Williams is an incredible prospect, and like many of you, I want to see him protected and given the support he needs to grow and show what he's capable of without constantly running from pressure. I feel that Keenan Allen was a big bet, but so far he hasn't delivered as expected. Of course, every player has ups and downs, but for a veteran like him, the expectations are naturally high, especially since he came with a record of strong stats. Seeing his connection with Williams still faltering is concerning. If things don't start to improve, the Bears might need to consider alternatives for this position in 2025. On defense, when our starters are healthy, it's a force. But honestly, injuries have exposed our vulnerability, especially in the secondary. This issue is a heavy burden on the team. Our defense is a fundamental pillar for the Bears, and without it at full strength, things become even more challenging. At the end of the day, as fans, we always hope that the team can overcome these adversities and end the season on a high note. Let's be honest, the playoffs are a distant dream, but ending with solid wins and seeing Williams' development would be a consolation for all of us. Being with the Bears means sticking with them through highs and lows. That's the true loyalty of a fan. Let's cheer, Bears family, for each player to give their best and make us proud until the last game. As a Bears fan, my biggest wish right now is to see a shift in attitude both on and off the field. We know we have a promising quarterback in Caleb Williams, and the idea of seeing his talent wasted due to lack of support on the offensive line is concerning. If he continues under such pressure, we not only limit his development but also the team's entire potential. Not investing heavily in his protection left me with a feeling of a missed opportunity. In the end, building a competitive team starts with the offensive line, and I'm hoping the Bears realize this before it's too late. I'm also keeping an eye on some veterans who, to be honest, have yet to show up. Keenan Allen and Gerald Everett were exciting signings, and when they arrived, they really brought a sense of optimism. But seeing their current performance, I'm starting to wonder if the bet was really worth it. I'm hopeful these players can still turn things around and use this final stretch of the season as an opportunity to show they still have much to offer. As for Coach Matt Eberflus, I know he took on a complex project and rebuilding a team isn't easy, but the fan base is starting to lose patience when results don't come. I believe he can still surprise us, but he needs to show a clear strategy and an ability to adapt to the difficulties we've been facing. The team leadership needs to inspire confidence, and so far, that's been somewhat lacking. In the end, being a Bears fan means having an unconditional passion and love for the team. We suffer together, cheer together, and are always ready to believe that next year will be better. I'm confident that, even with a tough season, we can take valuable lessons and perhaps build a stronger team for 2025. Let's move forward, Bears. We remain steadfast, believing, because we know what drives us is this passion for the team and the city of Chicago.